Here's three things that are keeping SAP consultants stuck and what you can do to fix it. Hey, it's Anita Anello here. And one of the things that I want to go over in this video are the three different things that keep consultants stuck. So SAP consultants often find themselves stuck with low billable rates of maybe $100 to $200 an hour, and they find themselves trapped or overwhelmed and too much work and not enough pay. Have you ever found this to be the case? Maybe somebody reaches out to you on LinkedIn and they're saying, "Hey, Anita, can you come work on this project that's maybe even like $65 an hour or $100 an hour or $200 an hour?" And the challenge with that is that if I'm going to work at $100 an hour, then a couple of things go on in my mind. Number one, my brain immediately says, "Oh, like, thank you for the offer," but in my mind, I think they must not know exactly what I do and the level of expertise and the outcome that I can get my clients, because that's actually nowhere near the value that I deliver for somebody else, and then therefore the rates that I can charge. And so, if you think about it, if we're always dealing in hourly rates, one of the other areas that keeps us stuck in there is that as our clients come to us and they just say, "Anita, what's your hourly rate?" Then they're always comparing your project to my project, and whoever, oftentimes what happens, it's like a race to the bottom. And what happens in those kinds of projects, and it actually doesn't matter whatever your rate is. If you're always comparing your rate to somebody else, then prospects will only look at the information based on rates. And that's actually the wrong thing to do. It's the wrong thing for us as consultants. It's the wrong thing for our clients, because our clients won't get the outcomes that they're looking for if they're only shopping based on rates. Now, I know respectfully, I know a lot of clients will say, no, rate is just one of the elements. We want to make sure that it fits in their budget. But can you think about it? If you're actually able to deliver an outcome for somebody else, um, wouldn't it be worth it to pay almost whatever it takes for you to be able to do that? I'll give you an example, a little bit of a story. So I've served clients that are I've served hundreds of clients in the escalation space. Did you know that about 95% of software projects go into escalation at any point in time? And so one of the things that I found is I love those projects. I love serving those clients where the channel partner and the SAP client is in the middle of a really sticky situation. And the definition of like escalation projects is perhaps they're months or years behind schedule, hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars over budget, and then on the verge of lawsuits. Those are my sweet spot. Could you imagine if someone was able to pay me, I don't know, $300,000? I've had clients that have paid me that. $500,000. I've had clients that have paid me that. More than $500,000. I've had lots of clients pay me more than that. $250,000. Whatever it looks like for the outcome that I can get them. Can you imagine if they can pay me that dollar amount, but I can save them millions in their project? Wouldn't it be worth it? As my coach says to me all the time, she's like, "Anita, it's like you're selling money at a discount," because they might pay you what seems like to somebody outside of our world a lot of money, but we know that we can save them millions of dollars. We know that we can actually get their project back on track so quickly that we can get them back into momentum, back into profitability, because of the system that I walk my clients through, so that they can start making millions, not just monthly, but weekly and daily. That's what I've experienced in this SAP space, and being able to get unstuck from that hourly rate and shift the conversation over to the outcome that I can get somebody else, and away from what's your hourly rate. Okay, so the second thing that happens is SAP consultants often end up selling out all of their time because that's what they were once told, and they think that's how it has to work. So, as you're listening right now, I do a lot of master classes, so I'll tell people, like, wave at me if you're listening right now. But as you're watching this on social media, you can comment down below, "Hey, that's me, that's me, that's happened to me." In the corporate world, they have told us that all of our time, we have to give all of our time for a certain dollar amount. And if you've been in software consulting, what typically happens, and we know this to be the case, you can type in the chat, that's me as well. Maybe I have to bill 40 hours a week, and then I'm expected to do my normal job on top of that. That's all my reports and logging my hours and travel and all that kind of stuff on top of the 40 hours of billable work that I have to do. Do you know that not the entire market actually thinks that way? Do you know that you can actually deliver more value in a shorter amount of time when you're focused on getting the results for somebody else, and you can actually have more time and money freedom? Did you know that it's actually possible to have a higher income and work less in the system that we go through? So I'll pause right there. If some of this that I'm saying is resonating with you, come on over to wealthysapconsultant.com/home and let's get to know one another. I want to be able to help you have these same kind of breakthroughs in your consulting business or in your consulting practice as well. It's really phenomenal to see what happens. Okay, so number three area that SAP consultants often get stuck is they don't have a pipeline of clients. How many of us are stuck where we're doing the work that we love over here? We're delivering at high value, we're producing phenomenal results, we're creating lifelong lasting relationships in these projects that we're working on. We're pouring our hearts out, we're pouring our time out, we're pouring all of our energy into solving complex problems for these clients that we love to be able to serve. But then when that project dries up, when that project stops, when that project finally comes to completion, then we're like, I'm a little bit stuck. Oh my gosh, I have to scramble. Maybe you know that a project that you're on is starting to end, so you're starting to vigorously um, email your 50 contacts that you have that are recruiters, or 150 contacts that you have that are SAP channel partners, or reaching out to your network, and you start that cycle over and over and over and over again. But what happens is you kind of might have areas in your business where it kind of goes in fits and starts, or kind of goes like highs and lows, or you kind of, maybe your spouse comes to you and says, honey, can we just have some consistent income in your business? Like, I know you love what you do, I know you're amazing at it, but can we have some consistent income to be able to plan and budget and do the things and take that vacation that we wanted to take? Do you know that you actually don't have to have those highs and those lows in your business? Do you know that even as an independent consultant, an independent contractor, or a channel partner, you actually have the ability to build a pipeline in your business? So if that's something that you're interested in, I'm going to invite you over to wealthysapconsultant.com/home. We'll make sure and put a link down below in the video so that you can go ahead and click on that, and we'll show you how to set your rates what you want. Pick the best clients that you want to work with. Stop working with clients that you don't like and that don't appreciate the expertise that you bring to the table. Stop working with clients that are asking just right off the bat, what's your hourly rate? Stop working with those clients that are nitpicking you and causing you to be on their 8 a.m. daily scrum calls or whatever those things are. Stop working for those kinds of clients and start stepping into being unstuck. Start stepping into increasing your rate. Start stepping into working less. Start stepping into the dream that you have in the business that you built when you decided to go to be an independent SAP consultant. And in that, I invite you to step into a world that exists. It's almost like a little bit of an alternate universe that exists right beside you right now, where I've walked hundreds of clients through my system. We've added 10,000 net new customers over the years to the SAP ecosystem. I've personally coached, my team and I have coached 450 plus clients and walking through crafting systems that sell, focused on outcomes that deliver the results, calling out those higher ticket, high value clients, being able to step into that so that they can have more time and money freedom. If that's you and you want to step into that, I invite you over to wealthysapconsultant.com/home. My name's Anita Anello, and I look forward to meeting you soon.